Welcome back to Warframe, another guide, if you will, because apparently you guys are enjoying these, and these are doing surprisingly well. I'm talking really well, and today's subject is Yareli, the Waverider. Has Merlina. Yes, I have the skin. I don't use it on normal Yareli because it looks awful, but you guys get the gist. You guys have probably seen one of my guides already. You look at the build that I'm running, we show it off the abilities, we do the abilities, and then we hop in a mot, 5 minutes, and we go mess up an Acolyte. And yes, I'm running with the Acolyte's Prime with this build. This will be the main weapon of the run. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at Merlina. Dreamer's Bond, Ice Spring, you can really replace that with whatever you like, let's be honest here. Yes, I use Tesla Bank over the Riptide Augment because Tesla Nervos are cool. Blind Rage, Prime Flow, Augur Secrets, Loyal Merlina, you'll see why. Adaptation, Unbow Intensify, and Fast Deflection for a little ease of use. Arcane Pistolier, because who doesn't hate 102% ammo efficiency, and Molt Augmented for more ability strength. This is the main build that I have been running ever since she got buffed in the way that she did. And so let's look at the damage. Now, for everybody who's wondering, that's normal Aklex damage. And yes, that's partly why, is because you can do that. Now, hear me out. Test the nerve host, figure out which one it attaches to. This one, it just doesn't care. Boom. Now, let's hop into Mott. And yeah, I'll probably be using different weapons other than the Aklex, which is why I use Loyal Merlina. Now, before we actually hop in, I forgot to show off the abilities and the passives. So, her passive is she gains 200% crit chance for secondaries when she has been moving for at least 1.5 seconds, sort of like our previous Warframe Zephyr, who had 150% crit chance while in the air. Her first ability is Sea Snares, which, as you can see, increases damage vulnerability. That's the main reason why you use this. Merlina, with Loyal Merlina, she shoots out the Sea Snares, but she gives you damage reduction and time vulnerability. Aqua Blades, you'll see me use it, sort of. AoE, and of course Tesla Nervos, which isn't normal. It's normally Riptide, which is righty. I guess I have to go swap to a different config. Thank you very much. Riptide, which is a big AoE that brings in a lot of enemies, increases per enemy caught, and used to be your best ability, but that's just because her other abilities were absolutely useless. So let's now hop in to Mod. Alrighty, and we're back. So, yeah, Yareli with her 2 activated. I could just do this, and then you'll get to see that my Yareli will not want to die. However, that doesn't show off the fact that she's a Warframe. That shows off the fact that she has 1 ability. That's really pretty. Live. Tesla Nervos, again, I like just because of the little bit of AoE damage that I can bring out of her 4. It's almost like Riptide, but it's a bigger AoE. Of course, you know, I can now do this. This is the main reason why I like running Loyal Merlina. I can still use the Bolt 4 Prime, which for those who know, is one of my main guns in the game and has been ever since God knows when. And also my Aklex Prime has a lot of recoil. Like a lot. But we could also, you know, get goofy with it. This will work. Because of how Loyal Merlina works, I can run a melee Yareli. You can, you know, run Warcry on her and get even more out of this. You know, I don't have Warcry on her if it wasn't obvious, because I have Tesla Nervos. I do have a build with Warcry on it, however, and it's about as powerful as you think it is. It's a little ridiculous. Granted, my pennant is also a little ridiculous, as are most of my weapon builds at this point, as I'm not into the game. Is that the Acolyte already? No, it's Parent Secrets, okay. Yeah, I thought like, oh wow, we'll have an excuse to get out of here early. No, it's Parent Secrets. But as you can see, melee Yareli is very viable. Why? Bro, I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I could not tell you why they decided to make melee Yareli a viable option. Like, I love it. I love my pennant. It's a little ridiculous that this is actually viable.
Life support on the way.
What? Sorry about that. I had a visitor called my nephew. However, I kept going because, yeah, no Acolyte spawned, and I've my point of, you know, Yareli is in fact very powerful. Now, we're gonna, and after this, to make up for some time, we are going to go over, you know, the full build and potential build ideas, just to play around with the idea, and also so I can reach 10 minutes. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I know how I know how the algorithm works. You probably know how the algorithm works. I want to reach it. So we're gonna talk about potential builds, and you know, the next Warframe. I'll tease who it is, because I know who the next Warframe is gonna be. I'm not really giving you guys an option because the Warframe's gotten a big old buff recently, and thusly is a little different, and I would like to showcase it. But as you can see, with Yareli and Loyal Merlina, my Boltor is extremely viable. I can still use it. It gets the damage vulnerability buff from sea snares, and it really just doesn't care about anything. There is a reason why my profile picture is what it is. That's because Yareli has been my main God knows how long now. And yet, somehow, Frost is still my most used goddamn Warframe. Man. A Acolyte finally spawned on 5 minutes too. So, we'll use the Lex just for simplicity's sake to showcase the power. If the Acolyte wouldn't be moving so much, bruh. Yeah, as you can see, Acolyte is not performing that well. However, see, oh my fucking god, Torment, die! My Boltor does more damage than normal. That damage vulnerability is what matters, and you guys saw the damage of Aqua Blades there. It may not be the highest, but it's still something. So, with that being said, let's get to extraction. And let's talk about the next Warframe and potential other builds, and by potential other builds, I mean the other builds that I have for Yareli that I will not be showcasing, as this is my build. So with that being said, here we are back here. We're going to be upgrading. Alright, now, I have something that I like to call Bloodalina, which essentially was my prior build, which of course you guys can still probably run to varying degrees of success. Where instead of using Merlina, I used Blood Altar. Yeah. This was before the Loyal Merlina augment came out. This is a very outdated build. This is the build that I used to run, and this is the build that is the reason why I remade the Yareli guide, which is why you're watching this right now. This build was the original. And by this was the original, I'm lying. The original actually involved Merlina. This build is the new build, which I love. This build is for the psychopaths who want to run melee Yareli because you're fucking cool. Ready Steel, Sure-Footed, Primed War, Eternal Warhawk, Secrets, Loyal Merlina, Umbral Vitality, Fleeting Expertise, Primed Continuity and Adaptation for that mint 0.8 on there, and mint duration on Warcry, where you will absolutely murder everything. Now, with that being said, I said I was going to show off the next Warframe. The next Warframe is Frost Prime. Now, why is it Frost Prime? Well, the cold changes is the main reason. And also, I would like to keep it up there because of how it is. What the hell is armor to overguard conversion? What the hell? Hold on. Icy Avalanche. LS increases by 20% of your armor once per enemy. Oh, interesting. That's gonna be ridiculous. Anyways, here's your teaser to the build. You're welcome. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and give me a suggestion for the Warframe after Frost Prime. Yes, I know he has the build and skin. And honestly, Frost Prime is still probably one of my favorite Warframes. I'm probably going to get a tattoo of this motherfucker one day. But hey, I'm also probably going to get a tattoo of Yareli and probably Protea as well. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that jazz. I'll see you guys in the next one, where we chill out a little bit. And have a yawn. I guess I'm gonna have a yawn. Have Frost Prime. Deuces, boys. We'll see you in the next one.